Are you ready to master Class 9 Biology Chapter 1 in just 7 minutes? What is science? Science is the study where we make observations, conduct experiments, and draw conclusions to understand nature. Why was scientific information not classified into different branches in ancient times? All knowledge was considered one subject, science. As knowledge grew, it was divided into branches like biology, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. What did Dr. Abdus Salam say about science? Dr. Abdus Salam said, "Scientific knowledge is a common heritage of mankind. This means science belongs to everyone and benefits all." What is biology, and what does the word mean? Biology is the study of life. The word comes from the Greek words bios, life, and logos, thought or reasoning. What are the benefits of studying living things? Studying living organisms helps us understand nature and solve problems related to health, food, and the environment. What is the difference between zoology and botany? Zoology, the study of animals. Botany, the study of plants. How would you differentiate between morphology and anatomy? Morphology, the study of the external structure and form of organisms. Anatomy, the study of the internal structure of organisms. What is molecular biology? It's the study of the molecules of life, like water, proteins, and carbohydrates. Define morphology. It's the branch that studies the form and structure of living organisms. What is the difference between genetics and inheritance? Genetics, the study of genes and their roles in inheritance. Inheritance, the transmission of traits from one generation to the next. What is cell biology? It's the study of the structure and function of cells and their organelles, including cell division. Define embryology. It's the study of how an embryo develops into a new individual. What are fossils? Fossils are the remains of extinct organisms. What are parasites? Give examples. Parasites are organisms that get food and shelter from a host and harm it. Examples: viruses, lice. Define biotechnology. It involves using living organisms for practical purposes, like producing human insulin. What is pharmacology? It's the study of drugs and their effects on the human body. Example: paracetamol as a painkiller. What are the major biological issues today? Population growth, infectious diseases, drug addiction, and environmental pollution. What are interdisciplinary sciences? Biology relates to other sciences, forming interdisciplinary fields. Example: photosynthesis involves biology and chemistry. What is biophysics? It applies the principles of physics to biological phenomena, like comparing levers to animal limbs. Define biochemistry. It studies the chemistry of compounds and processes in living organisms, such as photosynthesis and respiration. What is biogeography? It's the study of where different species live and how they spread across the world. Define biometry. It involves using math to study biological processes. Example: analyzing data from experiments. What is bioeconomics? It studies living organisms from an economic view. Example: calculating the profit from wheat crops. What is agriculture? And what does an agriculturist do? Agriculture deals with food crops and animals. Agriculturists improve crops like wheat and rice and care for animals. What is horticulture? It's the art of gardening. Horticulturists improve plants like flowers and fruits. Name professions after a zoology degree. Fisheries, farming, and forestry. What is farming? Give examples. It involves maintaining farms. Examples: poultry farms, chickens, fruit farms, plants. Name 4 biology careers: medicine, surgery, fisheries, and farming. Mention a Quranic verse about the origin of life. We made every living thing from water. Surah Anbiya, verse 30. What did Abdul Malik Azmi contribute to science? He was the first Muslim scientist to study animals. Famous books: Al-Abul, camel; Al-Khail, horse. Describe Habir bin Hayyan's contributions in books. He introduced experiments in chemistry. Famous books: Al-Nabatat and Al-Haywan. Name books by these scientists: Habir bin Hayyan, Al-Nabatat; Al-Haywan Abdul Malik Azmi; Al-Abul, Al-Khail Bu Ali Sina; Al-Qanan Fi al-Tib. What is Bu Ali Sina's role in biology? He founded medicine and wrote Al-Qanan Fi al-Tib, the canon of medicine. What is an atom? The smallest part of matter that can't be divided. It contains electrons, protons, and neutrons. Define bioelements. Elements that make up living things. 6 main ones: O, C, H, N, Ca, and P. What is a biomolecule? A stable particle formed when bioelements bond. Example, glucose, proteins. Name the groups of biomolecules. Micromolecules and macromolecules. What's the difference between micromolecules and macromolecules? Micromolecules, small, like glucose and water. Macromolecules, large, like starch and proteins. What are macromolecules? Large biomolecules. Examples, starch, proteins, lipids. What is the difference between an organelle and a cell? Organelle, a part inside the cell, like mitochondria. Cell, a unit that forms tissues. Define tissue with examples. A group of similar cells working together. Examples, plants, epidermal tissue animals, nervous tissue. What is bioeconomics? It studies the financial value of biological processes, like calculating crop yields. What is an organ system? It's a group of organs working together to perform a function. Example, the digestive system includes the stomach, intestines, liver, and pancreas. How do organ systems in animals differ from plants? Animal organ systems are more complex because animals have more functions than plants. What is an individual, organism? It's a living being made up of different organs and systems working together. What is a population? A group of the same species living in the same place at the same time. Example, the human population of Pakistan in 2010 was 173.5 million. Define a community, a group of different populations living together in one area. Example, a forest community. List the levels of organization in order. Subatomic, atomic, molecular, organelle, cell, tissue, organ system, individual, population, community, biosphere. What is the biosphere? It's the part of Earth where living things exist, including all ecosystems. Name 3 types of cellular organization. Unicellular, colonial, multicellular. Name 4 unicellular organisms. Amoeba, paramecium, euglena, bacterium. What is colonial organization? Unicellular organisms live together but don't depend on each other. Example, Volvox algae. What is multicellular organization? Many cells work together as tissues, organs, and systems. Example, frogs and mustard plants. What are the scientific names of mustard plant and frog? Mustard, Brassica campestris frog. Rana tigrina. Why is the mustard plant important? Its body is used as a vegetable, and its seeds make oil. What is the difference between vegetative and reproductive organs in plants? Vegetative, do not take part in reproduction, e.g., roots, stems, leaves. Reproductive, involved in reproduction, e.g., flowers.